Hey agents, thanks for tuning in this video. Today once again I'm showing you, yes, a big surprise, another Hunter's Fury build, my favorite gear set. This is showing you another alternative way to use it. You don't always have to use the Memento, you don't always have to use Intimidate, you don't always have to use Adrenaline Rush, you don't always have to use Obliterate, those combinations, you don't also always have to do it. This one, I don't see this combination very common when I play. I don't see other people using it, but I'm seeing so basically, if you are switching out weapons anyway, this might work out well for you. So you can see here, like I said, no Memento, no Intimidate, etc. Those old combinations where you can just label anything as best new build, and then you see those those combinations there. So I'm using the Scorpio again. No surprise there. Favorite exotic at the moment. Exotic shotgun. You can see they have my rolls there. I actually got it like this. I didn't have to re-roll it at all. So I'll just leave that crit damage for me to roll it and not, to waste my components just to get 1% crit damage, and it's not worth it. I'm using the grudge here, because you kill the enemy, you get your crit chance and a crit damage bonus for you and your team basically. I could swap the magazine size for something else, but I just left it as is. I don't want to roll anything, roll any attribute until I'm really sure I want to do it. It's just a waste of components here. I might as well just keep the mag size. It helps out a lot. So I don't need to reload as often. I'm using the, no surprise here, the Banshee Pulse, which gives Confuse for a duration of 4.6 seconds. It's not much, but it can help you out in the pinch. You get it with the Gunner specialization. And the Gunner specialization, it's a bit clear why I'm using it. Is for your ammo that regenerates, your faster reloading, your rate of fire that increases for 5 seconds after kill, your 10% armor and kill, your ammo that regenerates. So that's all the reasons why I'm using Gunner. The Hunter's Fury here, all 4 pieces, they are rolled max to max armor with crit chance and crit damage. That's crit damage mods there, by the way. Like I said, there's the knee pad, crit damage, armor, the holster, the same story there. The same story on the glove. You've seen these pieces on many of my builds, because it's quite difficult for me to get a maxed out crit damage one, so I can roll armor there. I could use the optimization station, you are right, but for me this is a waste of resources. It doesn't give you that. I don't want to use those resources just to get the 0.1 or that 0.2% I'm missing. I might as well do it, but then I'll have to go reform them again. Anyway, so the main talents here is Gunslinger and Versatile. So if you feel the 1.6 million armor is a bit too little, I can show you what you can do there. The Badger backpack helps out my shotgun a little bit with 10% shotgun damage. I wish the armor was a full 170k over there, but it's 158 is good enough. I can boost a little with optimization station. Yes, I can do that. Crit damage, I roll crit damage on there 12%. There's a bit of explosive resistance. I was wishing that this explosive resistance would actually be crit chance, but I put crit chance in the mods out there. So what Versatile basically does, Versatile helps a lot for me in this build because I'm using Hunter's Fury. So it amplifies your total weapon damage for 10 seconds when you swap between your primary and your secondary weapons if they are different. So on Hunter's Fury, I find myself, I'm always running with a shotgun and an SMG anyway. So basically it gives me 35% damage to enemies within 15 meters. And Hunter's Fury only works within 15 meters, it procs within 15 meters anyway. So basically if you see the Apex, the Apex icon pop up on NPC's head like I've said before, then you know you're in the range, then you can swap your weapons. So it gives you 35% weapons. That's basically Intimidate gives you 30% because this gives you 35%. So that Badger piece there helps out my shotgun. Over here I'm using a Sokolov piece which helps out my SMG, the Grudge which I have, with the Branson bonus of SMG damage 18%. Weapon damage, crit damage, there's armor regen, I wish it was crit chance here on the mod, and Gunslinger. Gunslinger weapon swapping increases total weapon damage by 20% for 5 seconds. It's lost. This buff is lost for 5 seconds if you weapon swap while it is still active. So you won't swap your weapons within 5 seconds, really you won't. So this actually works out quite well, especially if you fight a tank or one of the heavies, or one of those purple guys with the machine guns from the True Sons. You just have to time when you swap your weapons really to get the most out of Gunslinger. So if you're swapping your weapons anyway, this build a build like this might work for you. You don't have to use Hunter's Fury, you can use anything else. Any other, or red build even. This would actually be brilliant on the red build, but you run the risk of running out of armor, or you might need unbreakable, so you can't have Gunslinger. If the 1.6 armor is not sufficient, can always look for a Giller. I have a Giller here which will push my armor to 1.9. That's something you could do. Over here, if you feel the Badger isn't doing it, there's very little, there's almost no armor regen on this build at all. Besides that 4902, there's no other armor regen. So you could actually also use a Bellstone with Versatile if you want to. That will give you a little bit of regen and some armor there as well. You could do armor regen with a Bellstone, or 2-piece Bellstone, whatever you want to do. So there's not a lot of crit on here. On the Scorpio, I always aim for 40%. If it's not a crit focused build, I always focus to get on 40% crit chance. So yeah, 43.1 and 112 crit damage on the Scorpio, and over there on the Grudge is 59.1% crit chance and 113 crit damage. So not the best crit damage. It's not really a crit build. I'm just trying to use something a little bit different than Memento, like I said in Intimidate. So this will show you a short demonstration how it works. That's Elite. I'm putting it on 10 meters just so you can see the Apex buff working. It works up to 15 meters, but if I put this on 15 meters, the buff won't be active because it is 15 meters. It has to be 14.9 effectively. So right now I'm using the my Scorpio is equipped. So you just swap. You get your Gunslinger, you get your Versatile. That's basically how it works. I should have stopped shooting sooner. That's how it works. So I wait for the buff. Okay, so now the Gunslinger buff is gone, so now I can swap again. So now I'll swap to the Scorpio. So it works quite nice. I mean, if I put it on named, you can see the gameplay how it works as well. I tried to show it there in the gameplay. So you have my Scorpio. I'm gonna swap to my Grudge. My shooting is a bit terrible. That's what you get. Now I have to wait for the Gunslinger buff is gone. You can swap. Obviously gameplay want to do it a lot sooner, but that's it. That's basically how it works. Shoot a bit, swap, get Gunslinger. You wait for your Gunslinger buff to be done. You can swap back to Versatile. That's basically how it works. So if you're weapon swapping in any case the whole time, you might as well try this combination. Or you can just use Memento, Intimidate, Obliterate, Adrenaline, that kind of thing if you want to. But I mean, this is I'm just giving you alternatives, guys, to running those builds. But thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. 96% of you are not subscribed, so if you're watching, you might as well subscribe, or you might miss the next build. The next one will probably be a Pestilence build. But I'll catch you guys in that one, and thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.